Hello students, and welcome to another English Solutions for Business and Life video. Remember that you can all get in touch with us at englishsolutions001@gmail.com. Let's begin. Today we're going to be covering our Unit 3 in our elementary book, and we'll be covering the vocabulary section. The items that we're going to be covering are family members, such as mom, dad, sister, brother, grandmother, grandfather, husband, wife. Also, we're going to be covering colors. You know these, but it's always important to check their pronunciation. We're going to be checking verbs as expressions. Simple verbs that we can use as expressions. We'll learn some of them. And finally, we're going to be covering adjectives. More specifically, adjectives that express a positive or a negative emotion or description. In your book, you will find the section with family members in the beginning, and you will see a family tree. You will have a lot of new vocabulary words that you probably don't know, and we're going to be covering the most simple ones. For this, I will ask you to repeat after I say each word. This is to check pronunciation. Alright, let's begin with the first one. Repeat after me. Aunt, aunt, aunt. Uncle, uncle, uncle. Brother, brother, brother. Sister, sister, sister. Husband, husband, husband. Wife, wife, wife. Grandmother, grandmother, grandmother. Grandfather, grandfather, grandfather. Alright, just a little explanation of each. Well, aunt and uncle are your mother's or father's brother and sister. This stands for sister, and this is for brother. Okay, so in this case there is a difference between in sex or gender. Brother and sister are all your father's or mother's children. And well, very simple, we already know this. If you want to mention both, or you don't want to be more specific, you can also use siblings. 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 Alright, imagine that you decide to get married. Well, if you are the man, then you would be a husband. And if you are the woman, you would be the wife. Remember, also know that if you don't want to be specific about it, you can also use the word spouse. 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 Alright, and grandmother and grandfather, we already know this one. These people are your mother's or father's mother and father. Alright, let's continue. Our next item is colors, and we're going to check pronunciation of these. So then again, I will ask you to repeat after me. Please repeat. Red, red, red. Our second item is green, green, green. The next one, purple, purple, purple. The next one would be brown, brown, brown. The following one, pink, pink, pink. Next is black, black, black. Continue repeating, please. Gray, gray, gray. Yellow, yellow, yellow. White, white, white. Another one we're missing is blue, blue, blue. Our next item is orange, orange, orange. Alright, there is not much explanation here, just checking the pronunciation, especially for orange and purple. But what we can explain is how we use them in a sentence or in grammar. For example, we want to use a color, we will be using the verb to be. Example, my house is orange. Another one, her hair is black. Let's give an example in plural. My cars are white. Alright, if you notice, the verb to be is present in all examples, and depending if it's for plural or the singular. And another important thing to mention is that colors are always singular. Even though we're talking about 2 cars or 3 cars, the color will always be in singular. The following item we're going to be checking is verbs as expressions. We'll be checking the verb meet, meet. Also the verb live, live, live. Give me a second. Had a little trouble there, but let's continue. We have live, 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 go, go, see, see, and play, play. Alright, let's analyze each of these. Our first verb is meet, and with this we can say several, we have 2 or 3 options we can use with it. We have meet up in the evening, meet up in the evening. Evening would be an option. We can also say morning or afternoon. We also have meet near work, meet near work, meet near work. And finally, we have meet at a restaurant, meet at a restaurant, meet at a restaurant. Remember that by meet we're saying see a person. It's another way we can use this verb. Our next verb is live, and with this verb we can use some expressions such as live in a big house, live in a big house. We can also say live in the same part of town, live in the same part of town, live in the same part of town. Or we can also say live about 5 minutes from here, live about 5 minutes from here. Of course, in these expressions, there are some items that we can add or change. Instead of a big house, we can also say small or old. In the case of in the same part of town, we can change same in the same, and we can say a different part of town. And in here, of course, we can change the time unit, and we can say 10 minutes, We can say 5 blocks if our measure is not time, and etc. The following verb we're talking about is go, and with this we have some expressions such as go for a walk, go for a walk, go for a walk. We can also say go shopping, go shopping, go shopping. We have go dancing, go dancing, go dancing, or simply go to a restaurant, go to a restaurant, go to a restaurant. And in this case we can change the place. We can say also a park. We can say go to a movie theater. Movie theater. In this case of shopping and dancing, we have other activities such as go hiking or go swimming. Alright, let's continue. Our next verb is see, and with this one we can say see a film, or see a movie, which is basically the same thing. Also we can say see my friends, or see his or her friends, depending on the situation. You can also see your family, or my family. Very nice. Let's continue. In the case of verbs of expressions, the final verb we're going to analyze today is play. And with play we have several options. Of course we have many options, but we are just covering some of the ones that appear in your book. For example, we can say play an instrument, play an instrument, play an instrument. We can also say play video games, play video games, play video games. We can play a sport, play a sport, play a sport. Or be more specific, play soccer, play soccer, or play basketball, play basketball, or football, football. An important highlight I want to make here is that remember that soccer is in America, and football is, if it's America, it's the American football, the one that's played where the Super Bowl is organized or played. And if it's football and we are in the UK, we are referring to soccer, the one we normally play in Mexico. The final item we're going to be covering today is adjectives, more specifically adjectives that express a positive or negative description. The first one we have here, and we're going to talk about is intelligent, 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 and we're going to mention its opposite, which would be stupid, stupid, stupid. We have clean, 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 and its opposite is dirty, dirty, dirty. We have friendly, 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 and its opposite would be unfriendly, unfriendly, unfriendly. We have nice, nice, nice. And its opposite would be awful, awful, awful. The final one is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And its opposite, ugly, ugly, ugly. You can ask your teacher for a better reference or more examples, especially if you don't understand some of the vocabulary. And finally, to conclude, we're going to see how we use these adjectives in a sentence. Then again, we're going to be needing the verb to be. Example number 1. I have a beautiful house. Then again, we don't have the verb to be, but we're saying that the house is beautiful. In this case would be my car is very nice. Okay, we have the verb to be here. We have an intensifier also, but this is the way we use the adjective at the end after the verb to be. If we want to use a plural example, such as my sisters are beautiful, just like we mentioned in colors, even though we're talking about a group of people or a pair of people, a couple of people, we have the verb to be, are, because it's plural, but then again, the adjective in this case is singular, never plural. Okay, I hope this video was useful for you guys. Remember that we talked about family members, we talked about adjectives, we talked about colors, and we also talked about verbs. Remember that you can watch this video as many times as you want. These videos are yours and it's your material for learning. Remember to always practice that, repeat and practice that pronunciation at home. See you in our next video. Goodbye.